Hey nerdlings, Nick Lotus84 back with another episode of Asagao Academy with UltimateCarl.
Yo yo.
And we're about to make Shane some fish and chips. In the last episode, we made him a Union Jack out of, I guess Nintendo Power clippings or something. and he was, you see, I don't know, he reacted a little weirdly, but you know, we know. He's a big marshmallow underneath and he loved it. But he was in the cafeteria, he was complaining about the fish and chips being bad that the school makes. So now we're gonna make him fish and chips. I'd never fried anything before in my life, but it couldn't be that hard. Oh honey, you have no idea. I suck at frying things. Luckily the dorm kitchens were stocked pretty nicely. There was a thick fillet of cod in the back of the fridge, and I pulled it out and cut it up. You just stole someone's fish out of the fridge?
Awesome.
It's stolen fish and chips, even better. I remembered from frying chicken with my dad that the batter was flour and water mainly. Or if you want to make it real good, make it beer battered. As I soaked the fish strips in eggs, I slipped out a cookbook to make sure my knowledge was correct. This had to be perfect, and I only had enough fish for one try.
Yeah, she's just straight up stealing these ingredients because she's like, I think this is what it's made of. Let me go ahead and check this book while I'm making it. So, like, she obviously didn't go out and buy the stuff before.
Wow, yeah, she's just stealing ingredients.
I think you're not supposed to think about this, but...
Yeah, I know. I followed the recipe, mixing together the spices and the flour. Maybe this is like a home ec kitchen where they supply communal ingredients, yeah. I followed the recipe, mixing together the spices and the flour.
And this place is supposed to be like super prestigious and loaded.
Yeah, it's like super, super ritzy. When the oil was properly heated and I took a slotted spoon and set out to fry.
Damn it, now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, it's about dinner time. It was difficult, and I was terrified a drop of oil was going to jump out and hit my face, but finally they were done. There's not much that's more terrifying than oil popping in a pan.
Yeah.
I clapped my hands together and flour exploded into the air, dusting my face and hair. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, but the Sprite doesn't have any flour on it. Or portrait, I guess. Which
is funny because they bothered to make a portrait for her having the apron on.
Yeah, I know. Oh well. But as I looked down at my fried creation, I smiled. They looked absolutely perfect. Did you test the temperature? Are they cooked all the way through?
Good enough.
Because you can brown something on the outside and it can still be like totally raw on the inside if you fuck it up.
Give Shane salmonella, that'll teach him.
Yeah, that's what he gets. For being rude. For being a ponce. I had done everything right for once. Maybe this would make up for my pitiful attempts at cheering Shane up. I wiped my hands on the apron and hung it back up before slipping on my uniform jacket. Lunch period was nearly over since I had elected to spend it making this fish.
But what about his chips?
Yeah, that's a good point. I plated it up rather messily and shielded it with plastic wrap. If I ran, Shane would still have enough time to try it.
Is she going to bring him some vinegar to go with it?
I hope so. To avoid being smited by the tumble gods, I made sure my shoes were tied and there was nothing to trip on. I made my way to the cafeteria. The dishes would have to be done later. Okay, steal people's food out of the fridge and leave the dirty dishes.
Don't do the dishes.
Rude.
Hey.
Oh, there she is. I told you she didn't forget about us.
I slid into the seat next to Mai and pushed the plate to Shane, trying not to make eye contact with anyone. It's fish and chips. Well, without the chips. It's fish. ... Why? You complained about the school food, right? I know you're kind of missing home, and I understand. My parents used to make this for me, and it always cheered me up, so... I unwrapped the plastic wrap from the plate and released the steam. You better not have kept it wrapped.
And it melted his face.
Soggy. I caught a quick smile from Shane. I was happy to get a glimpse of his elusive Shane smile, patent pending. Aww.
Oh wow!
Wow, Hannah, they smell really good.
The blush hiding behind my fear floated to the surface. Of course, I made enough for everyone to have some.
Shane's got to eat it first, though, right?
Under the watch of the Normal Boots Club, Mai and myself, no pressure, Shane picked up a piece of my creation. Thanks. He took a huge bite, careful at first, then chewed, his face shifting into something more akin to surprise.
Because it was super hot. Ah!
Wow, this is actually really good. Oh, record scratch. Oh no! He stopped suddenly, then dropped the fish and began searching desperately for something. Oh no, what did she do? When it was not found, he got up and ran out of the cafeteria, coughing on the way. But the fish had to have been perfect. I followed the recipe so closely.
I even included the cyanide.
No one else said a word. I ripped off a small piece of fish and chewed it slowly. Immediately, I knew what was wrong. Mouth ablaze, I fished around in my backpack for my water bottle and downed the whole thing in 4 seconds. It's a little spicy. My voice was but a croak, and I was too busy trying to hide the uncontrollable tears brimming my eyes. Maya and Satch took a crumb and ate it. A moment later, they were really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it. Dang, I can handle my spicy food better than your average person, but this is something else. I'm wondering how she got that wrong.
Yeah. He shook his head violently and Maya's face puckered.
This could be a magical girl component, Hana. Wow. Just how much cayenne did you add?
Well, 2 cups. Holy shit.
Okay, even I know that's wrong.
Yeah. They all looked as if I had killed someone right in front of them.
Because I had before. 2 cups?
I thought it was a lot too, but that's what the recipe said.
That can't be right. 2 teaspoons, maybe.
2 tablespoons if you wanted to make it a little spicy. I don't know. I thought everything was right, but obviously it's not. I looked down in defeat, and here I thought everything was perfect. Now that Jared mentioned it, they did look a little red to be fried fish.
Is it herring, maybe?
A red herring? But
Eh?
do you think Shane's okay? He ate a lot.
He's dead. That little spice never killed anyone, Hana. He's fine. I'd imagine he's just getting some water from the bathroom. Gerard is right. Plus, even if it didn't turn out as expected, we should still be thankful you took the time to cook for him.
I know, right?
Why don't you ever cook me things, huh?
I'm not trying to get in your pants, Mai, yet.
Unfortunately.
Mai pushed me playfully.
You did a nice thing. If he doesn't appreciate it, then you shouldn't appreciate him. Damn, go Mai.
That's right, Mai, you tell it. Miss Independent, Thanks, guys.
Want me to go talk to him?
I shook my head. It's fine. Class is about to start anyway. He'll probably be there and I can apologize profusely. I don't assume anyone wants these. I lifted up the plate and offered it around.
Yay!
Ooh, me!
Oh, Mai likes spicy stuff, huh? I wasn't expecting a serious answer. I was already getting up to throw them away.
What?
I mean, I guess if you, scraped the breading off.
Yeah. Why would you possibly want these?
You know, variety's like a pinch of cumin in the simmering pot of life.
You're so wise, Mai. I wasn't buying it. My culinary failures can only be used for good, not evil. I dumped the fish into the trash.
What the hell?
The thump of them hitting the bottom of the bin went nicely with Mai's anguished wails. Well, maybe she actually did want to eat those pieces of fish. Maybe she liked them spicy. But you know my recipe now. I'm not condoning food terrorism, but I can't exactly stop you. Mai sprang up and hugged me.
Yeah!
I knew you'd see things my way.
Don't be making those super hot fish pieces to give to, Mimi. Soon everyone
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. Soon everyone else began cleaning up and putting away their trays. That's one rival elimination method, I guess. Shane still hadn't come back. I guessed I wouldn't see him until later.
Cheer up, Anna. He's fine.
Gerard paused and squinted at something across the cafeteria.
Exactly.
Yeah, see? Isn't that him over there?
It was hard to see Shane in this angry figure coming straight towards me.
Really?
You couldn't win my acceptance, so you tried to kill me? Really, do you genuinely think she actually tried to kill you, Shane? Really?
Yes.
No, it wasn't like that. No matter what you try and do, I'm not going to change my mind. Still fuming, he walked over to John and put an arm on his shoulder. This is like super dramatic music, like battle theme. Still fuming, he walked over to John and put an arm on his shoulder, the other one clutching his stomach. Tell Miss Shizuka I won't be able to make it. He looked over his shoulder at me. Someone made me nauseous.
What?
Wow.
Whoa, missing class? You okay, dude?
Besides the fact that I want to expunge my charred organs from my body, yes. He walked off, and so the dramatic music faded. And then there was John with a concerned look on his face. Oh, poor John.
What was Shane talking about? You guys have some beef?
No, we have some fish. Some very, very hot fish.
Wah wah.
Yep. What? No, I think he's just delirious. I looked down at the ground, suddenly very interested in my shoelaces. My food was terrible after all. Oh, Hannah.
Hey, don't get so down. We'll try again together next time, alright?
She clapped me on the back. By now I was more than used to the my Heimlich. That's what she should have done to Shane. She should have Heimlicked that spicy fish out of his throat. Thanks. Let's get to class. Maybe it'll help me forget. Shane was gone for 2 days. John had to bring him his homework and he didn't even come to meals. He was so sick. Damn, really? Just a bite of cayenne can make you...
I know.
I'm kind of scared.
I mean, he did, take a pretty big bite and swallowed it, too,
Yeah,
but still.
yeah.
Mostly, I'm just really, bro? You're gonna be that petty that you think that this was on purpose?
Right? I was consumed with guilt every second. It was all my fault. Everything. What else could it be? I slouched into my seat, absent-mindedly doodling a sad stick man onto my homework. Then Mai hit me. Ow! What was that for? She was looking at something. Shane was walking through the door, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Oh boy, here we go again. He promptly slid into his desk and started talking quietly with PBG.
I told you you didn't die.
Mai did this thing where she tried to whisper but ended up not doing it at all. So of course Shane heard her. It just sounded like an especially breathy statement. PBG looked over at us. My eyes never went to my desk faster. Well, I know I didn't kill him. My retort was a little rougher than I meant, and my smile faded.
Not for lack of trying.
Sorry, I've been stressed.
I wonder why he was gone so long. It was just pepper. Does he shrivel up when he touches pepper? Like a slug? That's salt.
Yeah, oh well. Mai stuck out her tongue and curled her arms in front of her, like a blend between a T-Rex and a 2,000-year-old mummy. Some of the descriptions in this are just so fun. I couldn't help but laugh. With slugs, it's salt, not pepper.
Okay, fine. He was like a snail, not a slug. Happy, but... that doesn't work either.
I guess if you put pepper on a slug, that means they've been cooked so they're already dead? I don't know. I'm reaching. Escargot. She curled up again. I didn't even try to correct her this time. I had to apologize to Shane as soon as possible, and do a way better job at apologizing than Shane can. Today was the only day, and would probably be the only day, where I would ever want to work in a group just so I could run over there and get it over with. But the class ended up being a silent lecture, as boring as ever. Hana Mizuno? I snapped out of my stupor. The class went completely silent. Yes? You are needed in the front office. I froze. No one ever got called into the office in the middle of class. Had my spicy criminal ways finally been revealed? Oh no. I don't understand why they couldn't just wait until after class, but you're free to go. She sighed heavily and shrugged. Is anyone even running this school anymore? Hannah, gather your things. There are 5 minutes left of class, so just go to lunch after you finish your little trip down the hall. I quickly packed up. As I passed her desk, Miss Shizuka licked her thumb and picked a sheet of paper off her desk. Homework. See you tomorrow. The second I took the paper from her, she continued her lecture from where she left off. I went to the office, ready to admit my wrongdoing to the headmaster or whoever would be there to scold me. I gave the slip of paper to the girl who was, for some reason, working the desk. Hi, Hannah. You left your ID card in the library. We needed to confirm it was you picking it up. Don't want it to get into the wrong hands. She stopped her sentence on an odd pitch, as if they already were in the wrong hands. I'd like to say a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders, but Shane-related guilt still hung over my head. Kakasu held up my ID and examined it, then looked to my face. Scanning. Kakasu's a robot. Obs. Kakasu emitted an odd beeping noise. Here you are. I wish I could do a GLaDOS voice. She handed me my card and signed her name off on the paper. As she did so, she squinted at me. You know, you look familiar to me.
I do?
You bet. At least one other time, I thought. You ran into her or something because you thought she was my...
Yep. Scanning databases. Her eyes shined. I took an uncomfortable step back, wondering whether to run away. A sudden look of realization crossed her face. You are friends with Shane, are you not?
Yes, I am. Why?
Kakasu shook her head. If you are friends with Shane, then the information should remain classified.
What?
What? Why? Classified. I huffed angrily, but Kakasu didn't seem to notice. I keep wanting to call her Kakazu, like the character from Naruto. You're good to go. Take care of your card, and enjoy lunch. I said my thanks.
I like how this is another thing where it's like, we're just ignoring the implications of like having like two different AIs, one of which is a bird, and one of which is apparently I mean, obviously she could just be a crazy person, but
yeah.
like, and then
or she thinks she's
we've
a robot.
also got and then we've also got just fucking Pikachu creepypasta
Dude.
in the closet guy
that
we're just never gonna talk about again, I guess.
That he just lives in the closet. I don't know. Yeah, I know. But that's not the point of the dating sim. So there you go. We overlooked the most interesting parts of the plot because we have to win a boy's heart, and that's the most important thing.
I want to date a robot, damn it.
Right? Well, Jacques has a mini root. I said my thanks and held my ID card between my fingers. A lot of worrying, all for this. Oh well, it was time to get to lunch. I was completely unable to find Shane during lunch. Apparently, despite being in class, his stomach still wasn't completely settled. So has he just not eaten for 2 days?
I guess.
The smell in the air made him feel nauseous, which meant I didn't have a chance to talk to him. After class ended, I tried to get to him, but the hustle and bustle of students blocked the way. Shane put on his bag and left the room before I'd even gotten halfway across.
He must have some kind of like extra allergy or something. Like, I can't imagine it just putting you that out of commission for that long.
Well, I mean, maybe he's allergic to pepper.
That's what I was wondering. Like, maybe he's got like an allergy or something.
Damn, we pulled a Mrs. Doubtfire on him. Those were the perks of sitting near the door. I wasn't about to stalk him to his dormitory, so instead Mai and I headed to the library to study as planned. That's right, Satch can handle spicy food. As we walked, I held up my ID and smiled, just like in my picture.
Look what I lost. Really?
That was it? Oh, how disappointing. Don't get mad at me, but I thought it'd be funny if I saw you in handcuffs being pushed into a police car. Wow.
Wow, okay. How do you really feel, Mai? Want us to go to jail for real?
I had my phone ready to take an angsty picture of you and everything.
I know she was kidding, though.
Would have been badass.
Mai looked off into the distance, daydreaming. I was fine with being the target of her felonious fantasies as long as she didn't try to actually make me do anything.
Oh yeah!
She snapped back into reality and grabbed my arms excitedly.
Yeah!
They were talking about you.
Oh dear.
What? Who? What?
Normal boots, right before lunch. As soon as class was over, John started talking to Shane, pretty loudly I might add, about how you liked him.
They know... I mean, what did they say? What did Shane say?
Come on, Hana. Everyone knows it. You've been doing so many things for him. They were saying the exact same thing. Shane just kept denying it. He didn't say anything else but no.
Oh man.
Oh, there he is. He's standing right in front of the library.
Brilliant.
What? What am I supposed to say? Why is he there? My...
She had vanished. I would receive no help. Bitch probably did this on purpose.
Of course.
Shane gave a small wave as I approached. He was waiting for me, right?
Hey.
Hey. I stopped in front of him.
Before you say anything, I just want to say I'm so sorry for making that fish for you. I really didn't think it would be that spicy. I've been worrying about it nonstop since. I thought I made you really sick. Mai suggested I visit you in your dorm, but that didn't go so well last time, and I thought it would just make you angrier than you already were, so...
Whoa, okay. First, your fish did not make me sick. Jared gave me his cold. I didn't want to give it to anyone else. Second, it was pepper. It's not going to kill me. I'm not a snail, or whatever Mai's been saying. How did he hear that? And just like that, all my
Because Mai
problems...
doesn't whisper.
That's true. She's not subtle at all. And just like that, all my problems were solved.
Really? You're really fine? No internal bleeding or anything?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Stop worrying. It added a little spice to life.
Wah wah.
Oh, Shane, were you just waiting for Hana to come along and spice up your life? Shake it to the left, Shane. Grumpy Bum. That's my nickname for Shane. That's my cutesy nickname for Shane. It's Grumpy Bum. Get it? Because he's English bum instead of butt.
Right.
He smiled. A real smile. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I'm in an art class, and we need to have a full portrait done by next week. I guess I should have said portrait. I was wondering if you'd be my model again? His hands were in his pockets. He wasn't looking at me. Nothing I wasn't used to. I almost instantly agreed just because it was Shane, but my discomfort outweighed the impulse.
Well, I don't know.
I wasn't the most confident of my looks. Modeling for practice was one thing, but an actual portrait to be seen by the whole art class made me wary. It'll only be a few hours. Anytime you're free.
Well, I guess I do kind of owe you for what I did.
Right?
Yeah, you tried to kill me. So you'll do it? I was about to say yes, but then I actually started thinking about it.
No, I don't owe you anything.
Well,
I didn't mean it like that.
You've been mean to me since I got here. I've tried to do nice things, but it didn't have any effect, did it? You're still mean to me, so why should I do more for you?
Oh, finally standing up
Yeah.
to him. Hana, it was a joke.
No, I tried to kill you. Why don't you ask some other girl to do it then?
Hana, what are you doing? Shane was quiet for a few moments, then mumbled an excuse I wasn't in the mood to hear. It's just that it's a school assignment, and your hair.
What about it? It's weird, suspicious.
Oh, they're having their first little spat. Aw. Never mind.
Now it's never mind. Whatever. Oh my
Hana
God.
is sick of your shit.
Yeah, man, she's finally standing up for herself. Go Hana. I gave him no chance to respond, heading into the library where Mai was eagerly waiting. And I guess in the next episode we're gonna give Mai the blow-by-blow of what just happened. We totally just put Grumpy Bum in his place. So, until next time, thanks for watching.
See ya.